Hey there! I was approached by Sang, or Song, I'm not 100% sure to pronounce that, and for this I do apologize, of Limited Pens Korea, and he said, I have another Leonardo MomentoZero Grande that's exclusive to me. Would you like to review it? And I was like, let's hit the road, dog. I didn't actually say let's hit the road, dog, but in any case I said, yeah, I'd love to. And the pen he sent me, I was blown away by the material. I'll obviously show you a better close-up later, but this is made by Turned Pen Co. The material. The actual pen is made by Leonardo, of course. It is a Leonardo. It's a stunning material. So I much look forward to showing you this pen. I will cover the parts of the pen. I'll do a writing sample. I'll tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Let's get started. And obviously a very kind thank you to Sang for sending me the pen. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let's look at this Limited Pens Korea MomentoZero Grande. The material is by Turned Pen Co. I am understanding there are 37 made because that's what the pen says. It's $495 including DHL shipping, which I think, international shipping, which I think is pretty decent. I'll come back to that. And that's pretty much it. So the box have this cardboard outer sleeve, and then we have you have the little medallion, and it goes in the clip. There is the Made in Italy card, the little pen condom, and then that's pretty much it. Let's look at the actual pen. This is the actual pen, and here we have it right next to a Pilot Metropolitan, so a large pen. I think this material really is exceptional. I'll just keep twisting it around a little bit while I blabber on. There's this nice dark, it's not quite turquoise. I can't come up with a good name for this color. Help me out. It's a sort of greenish turquoise. That was really professional of me, sorry. There's a black and white swirl in it, and you have these little silver colored dots which remind me a lot of stars. I think it's beautiful, and of course to some people this might be too loud, in which case you are free not to purchase it. Okay, top of the cap we have this finial, very nice, same material, solid piece cap. We have the rhodium trim clip with the little wheel. We have 3 rings, and the 4th ring down there. We have the little cap lip, and the barrel tapers down. It is engraved. I'm just looking where. Here at the back of the cap, Leonardo. I don't know how well you can see. And then 20 out of 37. Piston turning knob, which I won't operate because there's ink in the pen. And then we have the actual pen. Fascinating. First thing I noticed was this is not the traditional MomentoZero Grande section. I asked Sang, he said, yeah, Salvatore said to use this. I don't know if that means that all MomentoZero Grandes in the future will have this section as opposed to the old-fashioned tapered one, but I think this one is very comfortable. It's certainly a more traditional section that tapers down, flares out a little bit. Now we have the 14 karat gold nib, a 14K585, and this is an extra fine, but as you can see it has these cutouts. It's made to be flex, and of course I will show you that. We have a beautiful ebonite feed, and here we have the full pen, which, if you so desire, can in fact be posted. And I put in a green ink, and now for the life of me I can't remember what it was, but it was the Edelstein. I'm not doing well with colors today, I don't know why. Yeah, it's something Edelstein green, and I do apologize. So here we have the limited Pens Korea Leonardo MomentoZero Grande. Forgive me for abbreviating that. This is an extra fine flex nib, and the ink is some Edelstein. I want to say it has an A in the name. Okay, I'm sorry. It's an extra fine. I have certainly seen finer extra fines. I'm trying to use this with absolutely no pressure as well as I can. Do a bit of fast writing. See how well the feed keeps up, nice ebonite feed, seems to be no, I think I wrote God instead of dog, but that doesn't matter. Let's just continue. Nice ebonite feed, holds up well. As I said, certainly not the finest of fines. They're or extra fine, sorry. There is certainly some feedback, but that's not really what you care about. What you care about is, how does it flex? Well, I'm not sparing the horses there. That's substantial flex. Also note that this ink tends to feather even on rhodia, which is odd. This is a lot of fun. You could reverse write with it if you truly want to. It becomes very thin. But the real fun in this is that. And this skip, that was my fault. You can have a lot of fun with this. And I certainly have had a lot of fun with this already. So, beautiful material, which I will gratuitously swirl around again a bit. I really like it. Let's talk about things I like and things I don't like. Let's get started. What do I like, what do I not like about this limited edition Leonardo? There are a lot of things I like. The material is, to me, very attractive. It is certainly in your face. This is not a toned down pen that is necessarily suitable in every occasion. I personally don't really care that much about occasions, but sometimes you need something that's a little bit more subdued, and this is not that pen. So if that's what you're looking for, keep looking. I love the new section that Leonardo does. I have now seen it on this pen as well as on the Dutch Pen Show exclusive MomentoZero Grande for 2022. I like this section. One of the traditional things with the Leonardos was that tapered section that looked something like this. Not everyone was enamored with that. This is a much more traditional section. On the one hand, that means that a bit of that originality in design goes. On the other hand, this is a tried and true section shape. So I don't necessarily see any issues with that. I'm looking down because my notes are here, by the way. I find it a decent price, $495, certainly not nothing, but given that you get it's a weird way to put it, but given that you end up with a limited edition pen, which definitely is limited. This one does say 20 out of 37. But in addition to that, you get a true piston filler, you get a gold nib, you get an ebonite feed, you get an exclusive material. I think it's fair, especially given that worldwide shipping is included in that price, and don't underestimate the cost of worldwide shipping. I do think it's fair. I love the ebonite feed too. It flows really well. I've had no issues with this pen, so I really love that. The things I don't like so much, there aren't a lot of things, but the ink window is not there, so you have really no idea of seeing how much ink you have left. You can't quickly open it up. That's certainly one thing for me, because at some point I was writing with it and completely unexpectedly ran out of ink. I really thought I had more ink in it and it was completely dry. So there is that. The second thing I would say is I have the feeling that because I have a green ink in there, I have the feeling, I don't know how you can see this, but there is an ever so slight staining if you compare this white to, say, that white. A little bit of staining. I'm not bothered. That doesn't really bother me, but I know that some people would be bothered, so I have the feeling that's what's going on, because I don't see that shade of white anywhere else. Final thing I will say is this new section, I've just sung the praises of. That might be a bit of a mixed blessing, because it is certainly thick. Now, this is a Grande, it is an oversized pen, but the section is thick, thicker than the old ones were that tapered more. As a result, it might be wise to see if you can try this out in person, the new Grandes, before you pull the trigger, if you have somewhat smaller hands. I don't know how much you would be considering an oversized pen in that case, but do take it into account, because it does mean that I find the section quite comfortable, but even for me, my fingers don't necessarily all touch when I hold it, and that could make it a little tiring to use that pen for extended durations. there we go, there we have it. I hope this was useful. Again, a very kind thank you to Sang for sending me the pen. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think of the material and the news section. I'll see you later. Bye!